Now, hopefully, one of these liar pants on fire is going to go on to compete at division and then district. Your applause and energy and enthusiasm can help take you there. So for the benefit of the judges, I will now read off our speaker order for our Tall Tales contest. Speaker number 1, Ken Smith. Speaker number 2, Danielle Bacon Anthony. Speaker number 3, John Callahan. And speaker number 4, Victoria Givens. Chief Judge, where are you? Chief Judge, have the judges, timers, and ballot counters been briefed?
Judges, ballot counters, timers have been briefed. Let the contest begin.
Thank you. Speaker number 1, Ken Smith, Saving My Man Cave. Saving My Man Cave, Ken Smith.
I have a question for you. Who said, "I'll be back"? Arnold Schwarzenegger, of course. Arnie and I go back to our younger days when both of us worked out together at Gold's Gym in Santa Monica. He and I were good friends. Now, Arnie was into competition, and I was not. But Arnie encouraged me to get involved in the competition. And finally, I gave in. Soon, I was collecting certificates of participation, a few medals, a few trophies. Madam Toastmaster, fellow Toastmasters, most honored guests. We were young. It was fun. I felt great. Now, I continued into this competition, and at each of the meets, I began to notice a certain young lady who was at each of these meets, and she was staring at me. And I didn't know her, but I wondered, why would she be staring at me? Little did I know that she was going to become my future wife. Now, there's only 3 reasons why she might admire me. Number 1, I was a single young male. And number 2, just like Tim, we used to have hair on top of our heads. And number 3, I used to be tall, like John Callahan, and I had his good looks. Now, those days are long behind me now, and life has worn me down. But I still have that fire in the belly to compete. Luckily for me, I have my man cave that holds all of my awards. And I can go into my man cave and recall those glorious days of competition. Now, one day, my wife came to me and she announced that it was time for a makeover of our house. A redo. New color scheme, new carpet, new drapes, new furniture. Room by room, she worked her way through the house. She completed all the rooms except my man cave. And I'll never forget the day she came to my door and she asked, "Can we redo your room?" My man cave means a lot to me. I put it together. It has the look and feel being manly. Now, I didn't want to say no, and I didn't want to create friction between us, but I cowardly, and I could feel some tension in my neck, I cowardly said I would prefer that it remain as it is. She just glared at me, shaking her head, waiting for a better response. I said, "Okay, tell you what I'm going to do. If you outlive me, you have my permission to redo this room." She thought that was funny. She started laughing. She pointed at me and she says, okay, Buster, you're on. And with that, she departed. Now, this got me to wonder, could it be that I might depart this world before her? Is there something I might be able to do about this? Now it was time for my rendition of I'll Be Back. The next day I joined a gym. I started swimming, running, changed my diet. I went out and bought a mountain bike. Within a few weeks, I could tell I was making progress and feeling pretty good. About a year later, I could tell that this journey was helping me a great deal. So one day I decided it's time for a bike ride down the local canyon. I'm on my mountain bike and I'm zooming along, bobbing and weaving my way in and out of the stream bed. I'm dodging these big boulders, and something happened that I can't remember. I woke up to bright lights in the overhead and a nurse peering down over me. And I looked over the nurse and I said, "Where am I? What happened?" And the nurse said, "Oh, Mr. Smith, you're in Community Memorial Hospital and you've been in a coma for over 6 months." A coma? Over 6 months? Oh my gosh, what do you think happened? Well, you were riding your mountain bike and you crashed and you severely damaged your skull and no one expected you to survive. Oh my gosh, that sounds severe. I looked around the room. The only ones in the room was the nurse and I. I said, "Where's my wife?" "Oh, she's home, Mr. Smith, redecorating."